Wildlife is all around us. Even the most mundane and empty field can be teeming with life. So when our band of brave explorers set out on our adventure, we were enthralled with such great possibility of finding a wide range of animals.
Almost immediately after setting out, we were lucky enough to spot a Rosso slugius, or more commonly known as the large red slug. These rare specimens aren't commonly found this far north, and mostly inhabit the continent. This was a good start to our dangerous and thrilling adventure.
Our second discovery was a steppe gazelle. This invasive species, native to Mongolia, migrated over during the conquest of Genghis Khan in 1237. Since then, it has rooted itself into our ecosystem and has become a staple of British wildlife. The history of the creature is that it was commonly used as a luggage mule due to their bulky stature for the Mongolian Empire. So during the conquest, they were brought over, and then once European villagers found them, they started to realise their importance. Some even credit the success of the Mongol invasion to these creatures because of their essential carrying abilities.
During a small rest break, William was viciously attacked by a small grasshopper. This deadly species mimics the innocent grasshopper and then attacks with a sharpened proboscis laced with venom. Its name is derived from its resemblance to a grasshopper, and its bite being as painful as shards of broken glass. Thankfully, we were able to remove the grasshopper without harming either it or William.
As we progressed, the wildlife we saw became more and more primal, shown by this predatorial leopard slug, or also known as Panthera pardus, so called for its relative high-speed attacks on beetles, worms and lesser slugs, resembling its old and increasingly distant relative, the leopard. Science isn't too sure of how the leopard slugs are related to the leopard, as they are so different physically, but genetic screening has shown that they separated around 50,000 BC.
Here in the lonely fields, we spotted a small herd of Danish microgrouse. This breed arose from the Dingle region in Ireland and was selectively bred for their small stature to be farmed by the local leprechaun population. Here we have added a banana for scale. They were used because the local populace could then herd them and farm these peculiar creatures because they were so much smaller and therefore less dangerous.
Just outside Fordwich, we saw a pack of British swans. Swans are less commonly known for their conniving nature, which compels them to lure weary travellers towards them to their watery demise. Thankfully, we were able to rescue our companion before the swan could seal his fate. We believe that swans were the primary reason for the myth of sirens, as they called out like a small harmed bird, which then lures in opportunistic predators before they meet their maker.
A great beast slows. In front of us stands one of the mightiest creatures in British wildlife, the Eurasian bison. This imposing animal, which was previously extinct in the UK, has been reintroduced from the continent in areas such as East Blean Woods due to its vital importance in our ecosystem. It instinctively rubs against all trees, only knocking down the weak invasive tree species. Truly a privilege to bask in this magnificent beast's glory.
Norwegian sleeping foal, native to the outback, travelled to Britain during the colonial era on prison ships, where they slept soundly, much like, the captain thought, Scandinavians, hence the name. Interestingly, the vole is often mistaken for just being dead. However, this is due to its numerous hibernations that last roughly 1 to 2 months at a time. This adaptation was brought along by the hot temperatures of Australia and was useful during the numerous droughts where the vole would bury itself underground, sleep for a few months to outlast the droughts, and then re-emerge later.
A particularly unexpected occurrence was the wild unicorn. Now, unlike the common domesticated unicorns that you may have seen bred into a pink and white colour, these untouched specimens are a deep brown. You may notice that they are missing their characteristic horn, and this is because of 2 renowned poachers that hang about West Blean Woods.
We caught the rascals in the act and chased them off. However, they got away, and all we have is this picture. This is why we are appealing to you for a small donation to help us put these men behind bars, and also to put unicorns in a sanctuary where they can be protected and cared for.
Here in the quiet forest outside Canterbury, we see the Pyrenean mountain yeti, a highly active creature throughout the day, but as he returns to his camp, he becomes a dead weight, very dormant. This one attempted to assault us, but then realising our defenceless state, followed us around. We even captured this video demonstrating the yeti's immeasurable strength and intimidating behaviour. We were puzzled on why the Yeti was found so far north, but when conducting further research, once we were back at our base camp, we found that the Yeti's natural habitat has been subject to deforestation and urbanisation, which due to increasing human activity nearby, they have been driven out. This may have been the cause why this specific Yeti was so friendly with us passers-by, because it was used to humans, which is very unusual for a mountain Yeti.
So there we have it, our expedition finished and our hunger for wildlife fully satiated. In retrospect, our wildlife sightings were an array of lucky coincidences with some of the rarest animals in Britain, and we were fortunate enough to be able to document them to you. I hope you learnt a lot from what we saw, and we will be formally rejecting any questions you may have. Thank you.